Fantasy?
Tell me.
That old woman that lives on Selvig Street.
The one who lends money, pawns your silver, your watches.
Your most precious thing. She takes them and gives you money and then charges interest and generally makes life miserable.
I know her. She's such a crow.
So my fantasy is I take an axe to her.
An axe?
Chop her up in bits.
Huh? A crime.
Most of us in here haven't been able to read Crime and Punishment. I know that I wanted to read it, but, unfortunately it's a little bit long and, a little bit old. But I like getting, just to know the entire story.
Kill the old lady for her money. I thought I'd support myself. It wasn't right.
That's not the reason.
It's the
That
truth.
is something you talked yourself into. No, it's
It's
not
the truth. I killed a bug, a louse.
Just a great fit because Dostoevsky's, if not the greatest writer, one of the greatest writers, and is so fair in his depictions of human beings and what human beings are going through.
Anything would happen. I didn't think I'd feel this way. I wanted to find out, to know. If I was a flea like everyone else at school, or an extraordinary man, can I take? Do I have the right?
You don't have that right.
The devil drugged me there, and afterwards he said I had no right to be there because I was a flea like everyone else.
You commit murder because of an idea?
Don't quote me.
He took gold. He did. And his mother was almost destitute.
But he hid it. He never spent it.
He would have. He's a menace to society. That's what I think.
He was a victim of his poverty, and that's all there is to it.
And, the fact that he did do something and he felt bad for it. He knows exactly what he did and he knows it was wrong. And in a way, he kind of had more self-torment than the prison cells gave him. He tortured himself continually every day until the day that he was incarcerated.
I can bear another minute!
And I think the big part of the show is the final 5-10 minutes when he actually is in prison and the discussion with somebody that he loves or is learning that he loves, what it's like to be a part and how do you pass the time.
It can save everything.
It hadn't occurred
What?
to me
What hadn't occurred?
that this was not.
Of course.
I'm not really touching you.
My hand. You are touching my hand. The guard's not looking.
And that's a pretty daunting prospect, I think, for anybody to consider. And these people are living it and know more than anybody.
He did tell the truth at the end. And then with her love and everything and faith, he did. He went on to confess and, yep, they lived happily ever after.